Hey, what's up, everybody? Well, I just went to a comic book store and got some new goodies. Uh, First up is the older version of the Batman No Man's Land Volume 5. Yeah, I didn't actually buy it. My cousin Steven bought it from Amazon, thinking that, I told him, the newer version has 4 volumes, so you don't need to, so there's no volume 5 for the newer version. Forgot and saw volume 5 and thought, oh, there's a fifth volume, and he bought this. He didn't know until when I told him this, and he's like, oh well. And even though when I'm getting enough money, I'll buy the newer versions, like volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. I mean, uh, but you know what? Gave me this, and it's you know, so it's gonna hold me over at least uh, you know, until I can get my own. So I mean, it's you know, so I'm still deciding if I should just look at it, just not reading until I get the volumes, or if I should just read it. And yeah, I don't know. But I mean, think about I'm gonna read it, even though it might be some spoiler stuff ahead. I don't care. You know, uh, kind of just want to read it. So yeah, Batman No Man's Land, Volume 5, the older version. Gonna get the newer version. Yeah. So I mean, I'm still going to, you know, Batman's Batman. Batman's cool. So yeah. Um, and I've heard this story called the Mud Pack. It was a 4-part thing in Detective Comics, and I got part 3 like a while ago, like years ago, back when I was a kid. And then about a year or so ago, went to a garage sale type thing, and I found that part 1 of the Mud Pack. You know, so when I went this time, figured I'd buy part 2 and part 3 of the Mud Pack. They're old, like, I think late 80s, early 90s, like 89, 90, something like that. But hey, oldies but goodies. And they're not that much. I mean, if you're worried about 20-year-old comics being like $100, don't worry about it. Because, you could probably still get comics from the 80s for like 3, $4. So it's not like it's gonna, you know, yeah, it's a good thing about comics. And I've got a couple of them from like a $1 section. It was Detective Comics 650, issue 650 from uh, 1992. Yeah, and it's like right about it's the dragon. Yeah, for me looking at this, I think it had something to do with Harold. He was kind of like Batman's handyman, and but he had a lump, and um, was mute. Penguin tried taking advantage of him, and Batman took him underneath his wing, and Harold did all things for him. So you know, this is not his first appearance, but I'm not that sure was his first appearance. I might have it actually, but I think it's somewhere in there. And I know I just looked at it not too long ago, but I'm gonna have to look up and see. But yeah, if you don't know who Harold, um, I know that for a while he wasn't Batman's handyman, but Batman always took good care of him, and didn't treat him wrongly or anything. So, and I know Hush killed him. I know, spoiler alert, Hush kills Harold, you know, yeah, but I'm not gonna reveal too much, just in case if people still want to read it. So yeah, but that's Detective Comics 650. Batman issue 483. This is also from 1992. And this explosion at the boss's crash and burn. It looks pretty interesting. I don't know if this is part of like a two-parter or something, or if this is just a standalone issue. This could be a standalone issue. But it looks pretty interesting. I'll definitely will give this a shot. Because you know what? I love getting just standalone issues sometimes. Just something to help hold me over and, just, something to enjoy, that you don't have to worry about getting a whole bunch of parts to it. So yeah, yeah, this is before Nightfall, so yeah. I don't think anything happens Nightfall related, And right now I'm also trying to get these parters events called Prodigal, and it takes place after the whole Nightfall, Night Quest, Night's End, and I don't think much people know about it. I think there might be graphic novel form out, but I got most of the issues already, but I have just got part 6 and part 10, and for Shadowbat issues 33 to 34. Yep, and yeah, because what happens is Batman decides to temporarily give the mantle of the Bat to Dick Grayson. Well, Batman, Bruce Wayne, goes off on his own to kind of think things over and to get himself more ready to be Batman again. And so it's like a 12-part that, and it runs through like Batman, Detective Comics, Shadow of the Bat, and Robin issues. And yeah, it seems pretty good. It's not something that you have to have, but it's something good to have. Seems pretty interesting. And if you love Dick Grayson being Batman back when it was like after Batman R.I.P. Definitely pick it up. I mean, as Dick Grayson kind of has doubts about him being Batman. And then there was even talk like, is Bruce even going to be Batman again? So, yeah. And this one, who's Batman Shadow of the Bat, issue 35. This is right after Prodigal. Like, I guess it could be along with Prodigal, but this is called Batman Troika or Trika, something like that. And here, I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, but yeah, this is like a little bumpy, kind of shiny kind of cover. That was gonna get you. He's gonna get you. You've naughty. But no, I mean it's this is when Bruce Wayne becomes Batman again. So Batman becomes so Bruce Wayne becomes Batman again, and Dick Grayson kind of becomes Nightwing again. But this is more about Bruce Wayne, and also a little bit about Robin too. Um, and so Batman actually changes his costume, like instead of the blue grayish costume with like underwear on the outside, this is just all black except for that insignia right here. And so I mean, yeah, I like it, and it's like a very special little cover. I think it looks cool. Yeah. All I need for the Prodigal is the Robin issues 11, 12, and 13. That I believe is parts 4, 8, 12 of the Prodigal. And for the Troika or Trika, I need part 1. Because it's a 4-part, and it also runs through Batman, Shadow Bat, Detective Comics, and Robin. The only one I need is part 1, and that's in Batman issue 515. So, yeah. I'm almost done with the Trika. I mean, I hope I can get it, but back when I was in college, like 5, 6 years ago, I saw the part 1 of Troika in there. Same comic book store. I decided not to pick it up. And I could have. When you just see it and you're like, I'll pick it up later. Because I really much more rather want to pick this up. Then you regret it. And it takes you years to get it. It's like, yeah, that happened to me quite a few times actually. And it happened to me with Hawkman Annual 1, which is Bloodlines, which is one of my favorite. And there was a video store that was selling them and selling these comics, and they had a bunch of Bloodlines there. So yeah, that's where I got most of my Bloodlines. And back when I was a kid, I do remember I bought the Shadow of the Bat Annual 1. So that's also Bloodlines. And I remember I was looking through something on the counter, looking through the comics, and I found like maybe 2 or 3 issues of Hawkman Annual 1. But I didn't know how rare they were, and I didn't know, because I guess for Hawkman Annual 1, they didn't wasn't, back in 1993, they weren't selling all that great. So, and, but I didn't know that. And, you know, and I was just more into Batman. So I bought that Bloodlines and, that Shadow of the Bat. And, and then, oh, and then when I was getting the Bloodlines, didn't show up again. Yup. And it took me like 20 years to finally get it. Because I don't usually like to buy things online. So, yeah. But, yeah. I mean, I'm going to start to once when I start getting, paid and stuff. But, anyways, I'm happy about this. Like, this one I had never seen at the comic book store before. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, I'm going to have to pick this up. So, yeah. And you know what? Batman shirt. And I was actually I was actually complimented on the Batman shirt. She, the cashier lady, she's like, "Nice shirt." I was like, "Yeah, thanks." I got it from Walmart. It was only like $5, so I had to get it. And it's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can really see, but it's an image of Batman, but it's made up of words, and they're all words that's like connected to Batman, like Joker, Gotham, Robin, you know, yeah, Scarecrow, Alfred. There's a philanthropist. Said Gotham City Hero. Said Wayne. Robin near the bottom. Gotham. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I love this shirt. It says Knight. Right on top, it says Batman. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to read every single word. I'll probably this video will probably be like forever. Yeah, but you know what? Let me know. Your experiences comic book store, and you know, I mean, was there any kind of comics you bought which you just or you didn't bought and you regretted not buying it then? Yeah, guilty. Yeah, so those two are the top stories I know. But please let me know what you think. If you read any of these comics, let me know what you thought of them. And soon I promise, to do a review on The Killing Joke. I read it again, and I'll probably just read it again. It's not like it's very long. And I'll do like a review on this soon. I promise. And yeah. So, please let me know what you think. So subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Bye.